it all go away. Now, is the microphone working? Is the microphone working?
Are you working?
Do you want to hold it?
Is the microphone working now? Is it working now?
Yes.
Before you go. Just a little bit of an introduction, but Roger and Fiona have used most of my jokes already, so I won't go there. But anyway, just a bit of introduction. Robert Burns moved to Edinburgh in...
Can you move closer to the mic?
Move closer to the mic. Robert Burns moved to Edinburgh in 1786, and he wrote one of his first poems addressed to a haggis about that time. And it was published in the Caledonian Mercury soon after he wrote it. And then by coincidence, a lady called Susanna McIver published a cookery book in Edinburgh called Pastry and Cookery. And it contained the first recipe for haggis, which was a relief because haggis in the wild were in short supply. Now, Burns's poems, he was hopelessly promiscuous, which was a problem. But he transposed quite a lot of his thinking into his poetry. You'll be relieved that this evening in this particular company that we're not going to be using much of his vocabulary, but for example, in the address to the haggis, he refers to your hurdies, and we've already looked at some of this evening, but your hurdy or your buttocks. And if you look at the haggis, you can see how no, it's not, yes. I won't pick them up, but there they are. These, as far as Burns was concerned, they were got heritage. I'll refer to them later. Now, one or two people have said to me that, but how can you possibly give the address to the haggis? Because you're not Scottish. But of course, my grandfather was born in Scotland, in Glasgow, and I'm still waiting for the call, but that does qualify me not only, I think, to address the haggis, but also to play quarterback for the Scottish Rugby Union team. And I'm still waiting for the call. Now, I spent quite a lot of my formative years in the Eastern Highlands, and there was a pub locally called the Haggis Trap, which wasn't very far from where Wilma lived, which was convenient. And as every Scotsman with a proper heritage will be aware that in the heathers and the woods and the hills around Braemar, wild haggis are frequently seen. And on a Saturday morning, of course, from the Haggis Trap, there would be an expedition, a shooting trip, looking for capercaillie and haggis. And just as well, Mrs. McIver published a recipe, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to eat haggis this evening. I was going to say a bit about Auld Lang Syne, but Roger and Fiona have beaten me to that. But I don't think the address to the haggis is one of his best poems. It's definitely not his best poem. Auld Lang Syne has the age. Anyway, this is the address to the haggis, the moment you have been waiting for. Fair for your honest sonsy face, great chieftain all the pudding race, aboon them I take your place, pinch, trim or firm, will are you worthy of a grace as long as my arm. The groaning trencher there ye fill your hoodies, like a distant hill your pin would help to mend a mill in time of need. While through your pores the dews distill like amber bead. His knife see rustic lever dight, and cut ye up with ready sleight. trenching your gushing entrails bright like Oni ditch. And then, oh, what a glorious sight, warm, reeking, rich. Then horn for horn they stretch and strive, till take the hindmost on they drive, till all their wheels swelled dikes believe, and bent like drums. The old good man must like to reeve, they thank it hums. Is there o'er his French ragout, or olio would store a sow, or fricassee would make us spew, we perfect scorner. Looks down we sneering, scornful view, oh, sick a dinner. Poor devil, see him o'er his trash, as feckly as a withered rash, his spindle shank a good whiplash, his knee a knit. Through bloody flood or field to dash, oh, how unfit. But mark the rustic haggis fed, the trenching, trembling earth resounds his tread, clapping his wally never blade, he'll make it whistle, and legs and arms and heads will sned, like taps or thistle. Ye powers who what make mankind your care, and dish them out their billow fare, old Scotland wants nae skinking ware that jobs in luggies. But if ye wish a grateful prayer, ye her haggis.